And of course it buffers. Alright, good evening everyone, how are we all doing? And yeah, some exciting news to talk about today. Once people show up, that is, I guess. But for now, as much as I appreciate the sound of a fire in the background, it's kind of more annoying than anything. Hold on, let me try and find a bit stream with music. Hey Alex. Yeah, Solitaire, sometimes I have issues trying to understand whether or not you're trying to be sarcastic or not. But considering how blatantly obvious of a false statement that was, the sarcasm completely failed. That's going alright, Alex. How are you? Well, someone has to. Alright, I'll get my palette set up because I've changed the paper on it. I started to actually wear through the paper. Just get my paint set up on it, and then I'll get going. Looks like I need to buy some more white at some point. Hey Ben, how's it going? Yeah, since last stream, this guy's been sprayed purple. And that's about it in terms of hobbying I've actually done, because I've been too busy playing MechWarrior Online. I also got some more paints as well, so I can have a bit more of a variety when it comes to mixing and blending the colours. And, yeah. And for a chill, wintry stream, painting Eidolon, Lucius, and my own captain. Well, champion. Yeah, so on that note, remind everyone, we are trying to raise money for charity by selling a game pass. Well, a game bundle, rather. £35, you can get almost £1,000 worth of games. And all the money from that bundle goes directly to charity. If you go on the link that Alex has just got the bot to put into chat, you'll find out all the information you need. And basically all you need is just 3 more people to buy the bundle. And we'll have an entire stream dedicated to Nathaniel Garrow. Otherwise, he's probably going to be sat not getting painted for a little while longer. No pressure. Yeah, no, so it's a great cause, great causes, and you get a bunch of fun games. And you get to make me do things. For each £250, I will do a maid outfit stream as well. It's not currently on there because I need to add it once we reach the £200 goal. That's also a thing as well, so things to consider, chat. But for now, actually start getting some painting going. I've also put Eidolon on his full scenic base, as we need to work out what legion the Contemptor Dreadnought he's stood on is from. And if you have any ideas, let me know, because I have a few. Yeah, right now I just kind of want to emphasize and build up. Purple. It's looking a little more on the red side at the moment in person. Increase the saturation. What legion should we paint the Contemptor Dreadnought Eidolon stood on up as? The legions which I think it should belong to are the Sons of Horus, Emperor's Children, Death Guard, or what other legions were in Istvan 3? Emperor's Children, Sons of Horus, Death God, World Eaters, or a Loyalist Legion. As you have to remember, guys, that my stuff is ideally around Istvan 3. But, yeah. Oh, that... You've given me a funny idea. I should paint it up as Death Guard, you're right. And I should do it specifically in the way he does his Death Guard. This is how he paints his Death Guard is a little bit different. To how I do it. That's one of the things I found kind of interesting, just how incredibly temperamental Death Guard seemed to be. Oh, guys, got some breaking news. A company in France has accidentally leaked the name and the synopsis of the first Warhammer the Old World novel. So, first novel is going to be Lords of the Lance. And yeah, it's gonna be about Bretonia. And it looks, to summarize, so I can't be bothered to read the full thing out, that it's going to be focused on being around the 3 different types of Bretonian armies you can have in the new edition. So one that's like pure of a single barony, one which is a mix of different knights in different places, and border princes. It seems like we're going to see some Bretonian border princes focused in this story. It's really cool to see. And apparently, I haven't verified this yet, but it looks like there are going to be main characters who are female knights. Supposedly, the Pegasus Knight that feature in the story are all female. I think it's quite cool. So, yeah. I think that's a really cool idea as well. Especially with the mystical nature of Pegasuses. Seems like actually a really good way to like put in, like, you know, well, Bretonian Valkyries, basically, isn't it? I really like that. I think that's a really cool. So yeah, have I said on stream yet what my plans for my Bretonian army is going to be? Well, so I'm not too worried about painting over the gold. So if you're seeing what I'm doing and wincing in pain, it's because we're basically softly repainting Lucius, because I stopped painting him halfway through and then changed colour palette. I'm currently trying to repaint the paint, because I was doing my Emperor's Children using Games Workshop Screamer Pink, but I found it was too dull and red, what I was really going for. So we're updating the colour scheme by using Vallejo model colours violet red instead, because it's a lot more vibrant and a lot more on the purple side of things. I got a feeling if the Hell Cannon does make a return, which I hope it does because it's a cool model, it will probably just be a Forge World resin kit again. There isn't a article about it. One of my friends who lives in France, I know 2 unbelievable statements, right? A friend and French. But my friend who lives in France has noticed it. and found it. If we do get a Warcom article about it, it'll be really cool, but I'm not sure we will. At least not tonight, anyway. But yes. But the future is indeed bright in Fair Britannia. Also want to add some vibrancy back to Eidolon, because he's starting to get a little pale. Yeah, Alex, back to the reveal show. I can probably tell how excited I am to about the news of new novels. I'm currently painting my Eidolon model. What, about the Votan or about leaks? Yeah, Solitaire. So yeah, I'm really liking how this colour's shaping up as well. I think it looks really good. Well, it doesn't look as good on camera. Hold on, let me see if we can do something to fix that. Hey Hamish, how's it going? Not yet. A channel has to be so old before you can start streaming on YouTube, which they don't tell you. But the plan was to have started streaming on YouTube, but no, the channel's not old enough. You know, considering it's the account, it's the same, like, the Tuppy Live YouTube channel is the same account as the Tuppy channel. So you would have thought it would have used all of my information, right? But no, apparently. That's not how they do things. That would be silly. No, I've had to re-enter in all of my information and stuff, basically. Okay, right. Now does he look a bit... Yeah, that's a lot closer to how he actually looks in person. Nice. Yeah, let's do some dry brushing. If you have a faithful makeup brush out. Oh, hey Mish, you should do it over on Twitch. I think I've demonstrated enough you can get away with streaming copyrighted materials. Yeah, DJ in a hot tub. I mean, I've not seen any issue. the results may shock you of how well that would actually do. You know, whether that's on Twitch or live leaks, I'm sure you'll be an explosive hit. Although I'm not sure there's much of a career in having a one-hit wonder as a DJ. Yeah, you can kind of see how the dry brushing is shaping up. There are certain areas I'm going to have to just very carefully paint though. The imperfections for casting. And hey, but the cape is actually turning out quite well. Just some building up a dry brush on it. Question is, what colour is Eidolon's cape meant to be? Okay, it's fairly boring. It's just white, okay. I'm thinking more Raven Guard. Let's do it off here. I'm still concerned about Space Marine 2. There's the complete lack of communication about whether or not it's going to have any form of multiplayer, and if so, what. And I don't mean co-op, I mean like actual multiplayer game modes. Like not just, hey, you're playing the single player experience with other people. Has me worried. Because, you know, it's you know, a rarity these days, I feel. But I do agree with Chapter Master Varak on this one. Space Marine, as a game, is only as successful and as popular as it is because it had, as it has proper PvP. And if they do just recreate one-for-one Space Marines PvP, it's not going to be good enough. Because times have moved on since then, and the only reason why Space Marines the only reason why Space Marines PvP was successful, well, is successful, is because there's no other option. There's a reason why mods for other games like Armor are so popular when it comes to trying to capture a Warhammer PvP experience. But if they do really want to make like a game that's going to sell well and continue to do well, they need to do a really good job of the PvP for Space Marine. Oh, what is going on with the day before? I keep hearing about this game, but I know absolutely nothing about it. Oh wait, hang on, that's the scam game, isn't it? One that's just eternally on its way to being a product. Okay, I'll check that out in a moment, Alex. Okay, cool. It's nice to see that it's actually confirmed then that there is PvP. Yeah, like I said, it has to be better than Space Marine 1's PvP, which means bigger and more impressive. Especially as there's a real opportunity for this to be a battlefield killer right now. It's like, I'm aware that Battlefield 2042 no longer sucks, but that doesn't matter anymore. It's still fucked. Battlefield 42 will never be as popular as it should have been if it was released in the state it is now at launch. So, no, there's a real chance here that Sabertooth could make a PvP game which eclipses Battlefield if they do this correctly. And the fact that they aren't talking about it makes me think it might not. As you know, it's like I'm going to be playing the crap out of it on launch, right? And the shameless content creation stuff aside, you know, it's a game I'm really looking forward to. But it needs to be good. Alright. Call of Fury time. be honest, I can't remember what the rules are for the glaive. Right, to explain what I've just done as well. Yellow makes for a better highlighting colour than white for purples. So what I've done is I've mixed a in-between shade of the magenta and the violet red that we've been using. I'm adding a bit of yellow to increase the brightness of it without making it necessarily too pale. Because the issue with purples is the colour is, you know, naturally a blend of colours. And when you add white, all you're doing is desaturating it. You're not really increasing brightness of it, so you can't really look at to white as a way to brighten any colours. You need something which still has some colour to it. And if you add red, it's going to turn out to red. And if you add blue, it's going to turn out to blue. Because, I mean, we have 3 different shades of purple on the palette. We have a blue-violet, well, violet colour, a more traditional purple, magenta, reddy purple, and true magenta. These are basically all the different colours of purple. And we're mixing around with them to try and create the different shades we're going for. And so what I'm trying to do is basically go from lightest through to darkest, but there's sometimes points where you need an in-between colour. And I've got the white and yellow here to increase the brightness or vibrancy when I need to mix these colours and it comes out a bit too dull. And then we also have these 2 colours here, which we're going to be using a bit later on, hopefully in the stream. More as washes, really. To add some Yeah, the idea that the enemy is going to be Thousand Suns this time is quite nice. It does also mean, like, in the future, we could see some Nash and Nurgle as well. I mean, just because one thing's confirmed doesn't mean the other is. I mean, it makes a lot of sense if it was. As far as I'm concerned, they've got the important ones. They've got Tacticus and we've got Phobos we don't need. And to waste time on Gravis, no one cares about it. They've got the main two. I mean, just because you see someone in a trailer with it doesn't mean it's going to be in there. I mean, just because there's a Titan in Space Marine 1 doesn't mean you get to pilot as a Titan. There's also an Inquisitor in Space Marine. You don't get to play as him just because he's there. Cutscenes could be a character. It could be the captain of the first company. And yeah, it doesn't have to be playable just because it's in a trailer. Could be just part of, well, like the trailer itself, an animation or a cutscene that's part of the game. Joking aside, I'm fairly certain there will be. Battlefield 2042 continues to be a living example of just how overhyping your product can be an incredibly, incredibly dumb idea. We've been listening to Christmas music all stream. Okay, well, you're giving me an excuse now. I really hate Starbucks. So I'm going to take this opportunity to rant about it. Starbucks coffee is by far some of the most disappointing coffee you can ever waste your money on. Mango is a weak fruit. The best place for coffee, in terms like a chain, you know, it's a place with like multiple coffee restaurants, is by far Cafe Nero. It's the only people who actually know how to make coffee. Costa is just a warm coffee milkshake. It's far too milky and far too weak, and only really enjoyable if you put a bunch of syrup in. Coffee number one's okay. It's just not very. Yeah, the coffee beans they use aren't the best. Yeah. Cafe Nero is by far the best coffee shop when it comes to selling coffee as a chain of restaurants, well, coffee shops. You know, I'd go as far as to say I don't think I could ever date someone who enjoys Starbucks. Well, it's a good thing we aren't dating then, Solitaire. Time for some contrast. First I need to shake it violently, so, yeah. How's everyone doing? There's also, actually, you know what, I have something we can talk about. I do actually care about how you're doing and everything. I just realised it's something we can talk about whilst I shake this pot of paint to death. Why is Eidolon painted in preferred company colours of the Emperor's Children? Like, looking at his Forge World artwork, and then also of the cover for the new novel they announced today, he's in the third company colours. And if you don't know what those are, it's the black trim around the shoulder pad with the white insert. God, I haven't used this paint in ages. It's still really not mixed. Good question, Pen. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not sure is the answer. Okay, hopefully it's mixed enough. No worries, Aberrant. Got the rest of that up against that. We've got to pick that up. No, I want to paint this red. I'm going to go and find my red. Evening, Nick. How's it going? Just violently shaking to death a pot of paint at the moment. Hopefully. Have you ever considered taking the train to paint? Well, to Torbay, generally speaking. Oh, Solitaire wants to be shaken violently to death. I just suggested to catch him on a train to Torbay. No, the train will. You won't get to, Torbay in one piece. Right, hopefully that'll dry nicely. Work out the correct camera settings for this because it's looking rather orange on stream, but this is a very, very, very red. I kind of like the idea of the crust being red now. Should his crust be white or red? I know the colours are still a bit weird on camera. I'm using Blood Angels red. So if you've painted Blood Angels red, you'll know what this looks like. It looks incredibly orangey there, but just gonna put it like that so I can mess around with the cameras more. See if I can. Okay, well, that looks a bit closer. What colour should his crest be? Should it stay white or should we paint it red? No, these down here are going to be painted black eventually. Oh, well, other than the straps there, that's going to be black, that's going to be black, that's going to be black. Inside of the cape's going to stay white. Whilst we are doing contrast, we may as well throw black on as well. Start the black areas. That's silicon and grey. Use this. Also, it creates some false shadow in here as well. I emphasize the fact this guy has a segregated mid plate like Lucius does. Basically fix it up like I did that one. Actually, whilst we're at it, we may as well do the leather on Lucius. Because that will also need that carbon grey. also need to pull up a picture of Lucius's booth bar. Let's see. Okay, so he has a black inside to his cape, but the outside is red. That's interesting. Use a larger brush. Just start darkening that down. Yeah, you can already see why I choose Basilicanum Grey. Because it's a grey, but it's a warm grey. Meaning, like, you know, if you were to lighten up, it would be like a pinky white, rather than like a bluey white. Which makes it really nice for starting to build up black leather. And also looks really nice in the joints of armor as well. Does a nice job of covering over as well, so you don't necessarily need to paint areas grey or white to make it work. Anyway, no one's going to see this part, let's do it anyway. They're really annoyed we lost the weighing off the back of Eidolon. I do want these to be actually blackened. One of the nice things about painting with contrast is it's fairly easy to go in and fix mistakes. You can just get a wet, clean brush. You can just pull the paint away. Okay, and now we wait a few minutes to let all of that contrast dry. Oh yeah, let me know, chat. Should the crest, now you've seen the rest of the colours, be white or red on this guy? I can always rely on you guys for sensible, serious answers, can't I? Yeah, if anyone has any sensible suggestions, please let me know. Okay, so I see a serious answer from Hamish, which is a surprise, and he suggests white. Okay, so one vote for red, one vote for white. Isn't this going well? bread is very nice. I do enjoy some bread. I'm fairly sure that's North Devon. I'm fairly sure that Venn diagram's a circle. Maybe I should paint some silver whilst we wait. Hey, I'm gonna say something, and I hope you pay attention because it's me being nice. Okay. I'm fairly aware of your financial situation, so I know you're not rich enough to be a Tory voter. And you definitely don't fall into the second category of being too stupid, and therefore a Tory voter. I should probably explain for anyone who doesn't live in the United Kingdom. The Tory is a term for a member of the Conservative Party, which is one of the political parties here in the UK and the one that's currently in charge. Oh no, I don't want this gold. Making the wrong paint. These deals. There we go. I'm going to take a guess. I don't know a particular history of the Isle of Wight in particular. I'm going to take a guess where it got conquered by the Kingdom of England, and therefore is part of England, the same way Wales was part of the Kingdom of England and didn't get recognised as a country for most of its existence. I can tell that to the average Minecraft YouTuber. Yeah, it can be worth more than gold at the rate inflation's going up. It's like, I suppose it should, I guess, be a bit of a caveat and a warning for people who are relatively new to the channel. Generally speaking, I am a very political person, which is a reason why there is no blanket ban on politics on my channel. Because I do enjoy talking about politics. And something I do find incredible at the moment that's happening in British politics is that the current Conservative government is incredibly fixated on the idea of trying to blame all of the problems that are happening right now in the UK on the Labour Party, the main party in opposition right now. And I find it kind of incredible, because there's literally nothing that the Labour Party can do to stop the Conservative Party from doing whatever they want. It's basically been that way for, what, 9 of the last 12 years? Because for almost the entirety of the time, the Conservative Party have been in charge of the UK. They have had a majority government, meaning that most of the MPs, most of the politicians in government, well, in Parliament, sorry, are of the Conservative Party. And how laws are decided and acted on is Parliament debates them, well, government proposes them, Parliament debates them, and then votes on them. But whichever side gets the most votes wins. So if the Conservatives put a proposal, say, we're going to cut all homeless people in half, like that famous advert, and the Labour Party says, no, that's a terrible idea, we're not going to vote for it, it doesn't matter. The Conservative Party has enough people in Parliament to vote it through. And so the idea that they're trying to blame the Labour Party for not letting these things happen is kind of ridiculous, because the Conservative Party have all the people they need to make it happen. I just find it kind of crazy that they're really trying to pull this strategy off by trying to blame Labour for them not being able to put their own policies through when they have the votes to do it. Oh yeah, if people want to actually have conversations about politics, I'm open for it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea and most people don't really want to talk politics, but if you want to talk politics, we can, in moderation. And ultimately, I am going to be that person and say, if I say stop, we stop. So for those who were here when I asked earlier, are we all in agreement then in how we should paint this Contemptor Dreadnought pasted on? No, Manius, I don't really... Outside of making sure it makes sense, I don't really mind how it's painted. So I've asked chat how they'd like to see it painted. Yeah, ultimately is just basing. So the condition, in terms of like what legion it can be part of, is it has to be a loyalist faction. So either a loyalist legion, or parts of the loyalist forces on Istvan. Istvan 3, that is. So we could do World Eaters, Death Guard, Sons of Horus, Emperor's Children. If we did Emperor's Children, I'd do it probably a more traditional purple. Or it could be any of the 9 Loyalist legions. Hey Ghosty, how's it going? Today's been a nice stream. White scars or right hands would be good. I don't think I've painted any black or white armor yet on our stream. Could be interesting, although I'm not sure white scars Dreadnought would necessarily make the most amount of sense. Some of this detail is incredibly fine. Please do something to look after yourself, Solitaire. Please only take a healthy amount. Is it meant to make you feel like that? I feel like don't know is the wrong answer. You kind of have a question like that. I feel like you should know, whether it should or not. As we're going back over this with contrast, it doesn't really matter if I mess up, as long as there's definitely paint on the little stud itself. Contrast will cover up a lot of mistakes. feel like that's what all the gold should be. Imagine being hyper competitive at a game no one actually plays. But it doesn't count towards for shit you already have, because it's for a different game system. At least that's the way I justify it all. Do you want an idea what would really piss off a lot of people? Solitaire. Paint your buy Templars and paint them up in the trans flag colours. And just watch everyone lose their minds collectively within the Gatekeeper community. I know, right? It's really funny. Especially for the gatekeeper people who are already against pride colours, who happen to often, almost always, have some kind of Nazi-themed army as well. There's like one of the things that's really, really entertaining about Twitter at the moment is a lot of the people who unironically have Nazi space marines complaining about someone who's painted a series of models in the different pride flags for different sexualities and genders. And it's like, keep your politics out of the hobby. It's like, yeah, but you 3D kit bashed a model wearing a Waffen SS uniform, but they're a space marine. They even have a red armband and the swastika on their helmets. And you're telling us to keep our politics out of the hobby? Also, this is one of the things that really, really, really annoys me. Whilst we're going down this tangent. How someone identifies and who they're attracted to is not a political thing. By trying to say it's a political thing, you're inherently trying to mark it as bad. And something that can be dismissed. No, it can't. No, yeah, the only people in that situation with Waffen SS Space Marines versus trans flag coloured Stormcast Eternals, which was the latest one. The trans coloured Stormcast is not a political statement. The guy wearing the fucking Waffen SS uniform is. I find it incredible how stupid some people on the right, haha. Also, I think the single funniest thing that happened this week, was a scientific study was done on the people who voted for Brexit, both for and against. They took a random sample of a group of people who voted for and against Brexit, and on average, the people who voted for Brexit had a significantly lower IQ. Which I think is really, really fucking funny. Most people who still think Brexit is a good idea don't know what Brexit is. Yeah, personal story time. My English side of the family, the pilots in Birmingham, yeah, I know, yeah, we've been through that bit. Almost all of them voted for Brexit, and I had the wonderful pleasure of spending some time with my mother this week, and she used to vote UKIP whilst UKIP were around. And she's not happy about the sharp rise in immigration. Of course she's not. She voted for UKIP, completely failing to see the irony of talking to her son, who is the son of an immigrant. And the funny thing is, there's been a drastic and very sharp increase in immigrants to the UK in the last couple of years. Because of Brexit. Because what used to happen was refugees, like people fleeing from war, so from places like Afghanistan or Ukraine or Syria, they'd be processed. You know, there'd be they'd go to a place in a foreign country, they'd get processed, like, hey, where are you from? Why are you traveling here? You know, so on. And that used to happen. And, you know, it's like a lot of those people trying to flee from horrific regimes or countries at war would end up going through the European Union's processing places, either on the borders, so in like Poland or Greece or wherever. And then they would be, you know, sorted out and organised into places which could actually take them. The thing is, we're no longer in the European Union. And so the immigration officers within the European Union are no longer helping us process immigrants. And so those people seeking to, you know, migrate to the UK as part of fleeing war are now sneaking their way across Europe, getting on boats, and travelling across the English Channel to the UK, where they'll then be processed here in England or Scotland. So those are two places that are realistically showing up. And it's really funny because we completely brought this on ourselves as the British. You know, because they are not able to safely go to any immigration officers in France, or Poland, or Germany, or, you know, any other country in which they would travel through to get here to seek asylum here in the UK. They're now having to do it illegally. And it's caused a huge and sharp increase in immigration to the UK. And it's really funny that we've self-inflicted this on ourselves. And, you know, it's like one of the big things as well economically about Brexit is we're kind of economically fucked. Lots and lots of industries are leaving the UK. And so to fix that, our government is trying the best they can to create foreign trade deals with different countries around the world in order to, you know, try and give our economy some kind of help. And what's happening is basically every country is like, yeah, we'll agree to a trade deal with you because, you know, you're the United Kingdom, you're, you know, a very powerful, wealthy country. But we'd like to throw in a few conditions. You know, we'd like to make it as easy as possible for people from our country to migrate over to England. So if we could have like a relaxed visa scheme or something. And because the UK is now no longer a, you know, a super strong situation which it can actually try and demand trade deals from different countries like we could as part of the European Union, and I'm just kind of having to accept their terms. Like one of the big things which will likely happen during this current government's run is a trade deal with India. In which case there'll be significantly relaxed rules for immigration from India to England, well, to the United Kingdom, which is good. Freedom of travel is a really good thing. The thing is this going to go down well with all the racist twats who voted for Brexit? Because, and this is, you know, I'm going to start quoting my wonderful grandfather, who's incredibly racist, and I'm sorry about this. But he genuinely considers there to be good Europeans, and bad foreigners and good foreigners, right? In general. Good foreigners, in my racist granddad's mind, are people from like France or Germany or Italy. Spain is a bit 50-50 for him. Anywhere else is just bad. They're bad people, he doesn't want them in the country. India is very firmly in the list of people he can't tolerate, which is really fucking funny. So the Brexit he voted for, the Brexit he was part of funding and campaigning, is going to be bringing in thousands and thousands of Indians. What a wonderful idea. What a wonderful, wonderful thing he's done. I really hope he's going to be happy with the news that the Brexit he voted for and campaigned for is going to result in lots of foreigners he can't stand coming to this country. Because it makes me happy. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, the camera's frozen. Huh. There we go. So I'm not sure at what point it froze up, but we've gone and redone the gold. Oh no, Lucius. Yeah, it's the only downside to sitting at the hobby desk, because it's not too easy for me to see what's going on the stream. Oh, Gosu. He loves Indian people. You know, when for white people are in charge of them. That's basically how my granddad thinks of the foreign colonies. They were only good whilst the British were there ruling. I love... You know, it's like... It's fairly stupid of me, but I do actually really enjoy talking to racist or right-winged people, just so I can try and understand their thought process. I used to work for a local council, and the vast majority of the councillors were Conservatives. I say were because most of them have been removed from office in the last round of local elections, and most of them were pro-Brexit, and it was really, really fascinating. Whenever I was fixing their tech issues and helping them with their IT problems, just talking to them about Brexit and why they were voting Brexit, like why, how, and what they were hoping it would achieve and stuff. And I'd love to be able to talk to those people again and ask what they think of it now. Now we've got Brexit. Because absolutely none of the things they were hoping would happen, that their political party would make happen, has actually happened. And like the example of the Indian trade deal, a lot of it's actually going to get worse for them, even based off their like more racist opinions. Right. I think with Lucius done. Well, done. The gold done. We'll wrap up the stream there. I've been streaming for significantly longer than I was actually expecting to. I've just been enjoying the vibe, and hopefully you guys have as well. And keep an eye on yourself if you feel like you're really struggling. Call 111, okay? And, where's his smug face? Oh, I still need to do a cape and stuff, but his obnoxiously smug face is... yeah. He's currently, Garrow's head is occupying the spike. Before we paint him. But yeah, so thank you everyone for joining me today. Hopefully you've enjoyed a more relaxing stream where you sit down, paint some gold, paint some purple and some red even, and some silver. And you've enjoyed the music, and hopefully you've enjoyed some of the political conversations. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's still interesting to talk about what's going on in the world sometimes. And, no one told me to shut up, so I'm going to take that as an indicator that you guys were at least somewhat interested in hearing what I had to say. But that will be... I have nothing good to say about US politics. And nothing particularly interesting either, so I'll avoid US politics as I can't talk about it from any point of knowledge, really. But yeah. So... that's fair. Maybe you should learn a bit more about the politics of how your country runs. I mean, that's generally a good idea for everyone to understand what your country actually does, how it stands, how it runs, and why. Because we do live in democracies. Anyway, right, no. Wrapping up the stream. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you have enjoyed, remember to hit follow. If you're already following, make sure to join the Discord server. It's where I ask people what they'd like to see me stream. And it's also just a good place to hang out, ask for advice, and just have a good time, generally speaking, with the rest of the community. And yeah, also, if you are interested in that kind of thing, I have created a VODs channel. So a new YouTube channel that's specifically where I'm going to be dumping my my live streams. So once the stream's finished, I'll download it and put it on the VODs channel. So if you want to watch it back, you can. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow and going forwards, I'll also be live streaming there as well, at the same time as live streaming here. That way I don't need to worry about the VODs channel missing any of the streams. I'll see how that goes, as I'm fairly certain I've worked out how I can stream to multiple platforms at the same time without violating the terms of service. Because they are a bit different because I'm an affiliate. Hence I can make money off of Twitch. So yeah, that'll be a thing. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that, because I know a few people have gone back on my main YouTube channel to watch streams, like when I built the Contempt of Dreadnoughts. And I will at some point make a proper stream, a proper YouTube video on how I paint my Emperor's Children, and that will go on the main channel. So yeah, hope you've all enjoyed, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one.